Happy Friday, everyone. What a week in the world of news. A Supreme Court ruling, Mascot mayhem, and an international summit in Singapore, and your reaction to all of it. The historic meeting between President Donald Trump and North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un created reaction on the phone and online. Tracy said, love Trump or hate him, everyone should be hopeful that he plays a role in aiding South Korea in negotiating peace. Kristen called the meeting unbelievable and that this is definitely history in the making. Paula said, I actually got choked up during this. Hope for future. Meanwhile, Michael in Roseland says one person deserves more credit for the summit taking place.
I believe without Dennis Rodman, it would have never happened.
The controversy over keeping the Redskins mascot at Anderson High School continues after a committee meant to find a solution ended up with a draw, and the final decision passed on to the school board.
I can't believe you people really keeping this name. The Indians have told you how it makes them feel, but that matters not to you.
I don't find any problem with it whatsoever. I feel like people have gotten so overly sensitive to every little thing. It's like we have word police for everything. I have Cherokee in my background. It doesn't bother me in one single bit.
I think it's absolutely ludicrous. It's political correctness at its best, or at its worst, maybe even better way to phrase it. Never used as an insult. It's never used to ridicule the Indians. It's used to honor them and recognize them for their fury, their strong ability to fight, and their brave men and their brave soldiers. So that's what the school's representing, and that's what it means for Anderson.
The Supreme Court ruling this week that said the state of Ohio's voter poll purging process was legal did not make Adele Bell in Anderson Township a believer.
The voter poll purge, just because somebody hasn't voted in a certain time, is actually illegal. I don't care what the Supreme Court says about it.
I do believe that it is great the way they are doing it, and I can't figure out how much easier is it to have to vote. If you get a card sent to you that you have moved, let them know. If you haven't moved, go vote.
And finally, Larry sent us his thoughts on the voter roll purge issue in a video through the Feedback Friday website.
You're required to prove who you are and where you live every time you go to the polls to vote. So removing people from voter registration has only one goal. It's to keep people who vote against Republicans from voting. That's the only reason.
Thanks for your opinion, Larry. A side note here, if you would like to send in a video, just do what Larry did and record it on your phone and then upload it via the Feedback Friday website. And as always, you can call with your own opinions on the hotline 24 hours a day, 513-852-4998.